I've never seen no atonement breakdown, no gathering.
Yeah, no tabernacles. Like, I don't see none of that from them. But hey,
But they push the commandments though.
I don't see it. But let's get on to the lesson. This lesson is Ye is living out the prophecy of Romans 11, right? So let's play that clip from Ye. You gotta re-cue that up. And you got Deuteronomy 32, right? Right, bring that up. Right, not yet. Let's let the clip play. All right, make sure y'all like and subscribe. Explain.
You got to go on your phone and look at it. I'm going to start it over. You got to go on your phone, listen to it, let me know when you want me to stop it.
Come on. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Don't worry about the video because I got it playing somewhere else. Just worry about the actual Kanye.
You about to play it?
Alright, you want me to play it? I'm starting over.
Yeah, go ahead. I see it.
Right, stop it right there. Right, he said that he's jealous, right? Because he's a human being, he's a competitor, right? That's what he said. He said he's jealous of them, right? And that is the prophecy written in Deuteronomy chapter 32. Start at verse 1 and read.
Come on. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 from the top.
Mm-hmm.
Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain. My speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass. Because I will publish the name of the Lord. Ascribe ye greatness unto our God. He is the rock. His work is perfect. For all his ways are judgment. A God of truth and without iniquity. Just and right is he.
Now I got him reading from the top. This is a cool point.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Come on. Verse 5. They have corrupted themselves.
They have what?
They have corrupted themselves.
They have corrupted themselves, right? Read on.
Their spot is not the spot of his children.
Right?
They are a perverse and crooked generation.
And that's what happened. We became a perverse and crooked generation. Read on.
Come on, verse 6. Do ye thus requite the Lord, O foolish people, and unwise? Is not he thy father that hath brought thee? Hath he not made thee and established thee? Verse 7. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations.
Right? Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations, right? That's why we stick to the old doctrine. Read on.
Come. Ask thy father, and he will shew thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Read.
When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, and he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
See that this verse is about the whole children of Israel. All of them. Not just the southern kingdom. All of them. Right? Right, jump down to verse 14.
Come on, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Butter of kine, and milk of sheep, and fat of lambs, and rams of the breed of Bashan, and goats with the fat of kidneys of wheat. And thou didst drink the pure blood of the grape. but Yeshurun waxed fat.
What?
But Yeshurun waxed fat.
It's talking about the whole nation, not just one kingdom. Yasharon waxed fat. Read on.
And kicked.
Read.
Thou art waxen fat. Thou art grown thick.
Read.
Thou art covered with fatness.
Thou art covered with fatness. Read.
Then he forsook Yahweh.
He did what?
He forsook Yahweh.
That's our people's problem. We forsake God. Like Charleston White. Charleston White says a whole lot of smart things, and he stands up against the gangbangers, and he stands up against white supremacy, but then he hates God.
God.
Right? That's our people's problem. They wax fat, and they forget the God that blessed them. Read on.
Then he forsook Yahweh, which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation.
Read.
So verse 16. They provoked him to jealousy.
They did what?
They provoked him to jealousy.
They provoked God. Not just one kingdom. Both. That is the problem. Y'all think that's one kingdom provoked God to jealousy, so he used the other kingdom against one kingdom to make them jealous. No. It's talking about Israel as a whole provoked God to jealousy. Right? Read on.
With strange gods.
With what?
With strange gods.
They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods. So Yahweh said, man, I'm a one up on you. Yahweh said, I'm going to one up on you. You brought me to jealousy with strange gods. I'm going to one up on you. Read on.
With abominations.
With what?
With abominations.
Read.
Provoked they him to anger.
Right? Read on.
Verse 17. They sacrificed unto devils.
Read.
Not to God.
Not to God. That's the same thing that's repeated in 1 Corinthians chapter 10. They sacrifice unto devils and not to God. Right? Read on.
To gods whom they knew not.
To gods they knew not. Not to different type of gods in the same lineage, but gods they knew not. Read on.
To new gods.
Read.
That came newly up.
Right.
Whom your fathers feared not.
Right. Go to verse 21.
Verse 21. They have moved me to jealousy.
They, the whole Israel, not just one kingdom. Read on.
With that which is not Yahweh.
Read on.
They have provoked me to anger with their vanities.
With their vanities. Read.
And I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people.
He says he's going to move them to jealousy with those that are not a people. A lot of dudes that break down Romans 11 is trying to make you believe that Yahweh was talking about the no people in this verse. I'm not talking about the no people that's in Hosea. I'm not talking about the no people that other people's talking about. They're trying to make you believe the no people in this verse is talking about Israel. Hell no. Hell emphatic no. That's no people he's talking about is heathen. Right there in Deuteronomy 32, the no people he's talking about is heathen. He said, they provoked me. He's talking about the whole nation. They provoke me to jealousy, so I'm going to provoke them with the people that are not a people, a no people. And that's exactly who the Khazarian Jewish man is. He's a no people. He's claiming Japheth, right? He's claiming Ashkenaz. He's claiming Jacob. He's claiming Jew, but he's really Esau. He's a no person. He has no real heritage. He has no real culture.
They claim Canaanite too.
They claim Canaanite too. That's a new one, right? They claim everything. They claim the last Mohican. They claim the last samurai, right? They gonna claim Michael Jordan when they're ready, and Mike Jackson.
They claim the Lone Ranger.
Right? They claim the Lone Ranger. They claim Beethoven. I found out Beethoven was black. They claim Shakespeare. I found out Shakespeare was black. They claim Yahweh Shai.
They claim Hannibal.
They claim Hannibal, right?
Yeah.
Found out Hannibal was black. Straight from Africa. Right? They claim everything because they are a no people. That's the prophecy right there.
And coming to Salakia, it wouldn't make sense because we basically worship different gods outside of the Lord. Mm-hmm. So he wanted us to feel the same way he felt by worshiping gods that were new, gods that were nothing.
Right.
So Amalek, they the new Jew.
Right.
They're the new chosen people.
Right.
They just up and coming. They just got in that land. right after World War II, just got in the land, something new, something different, something from other people.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord gonna make us be jealous against something old, something we already been warned with. We've been going against the Northern Kingdom since David.
Right. Right. So let me get also on the law. Let me get Leviticus 26. Leviticus 26 and start at 21. Let me show you how Most High God is putting these afflictions on the whole Israel. And I had him read from verse 1 of Deuteronomy 32, so you can see that he was talking to the whole Israel. Right? Not just Southern Kingdom saying he would make him jealous of Northern Kingdom. That is a bad breakdown. But let's get that also on the law, how he's talking to the whole Israel. Let me get Leviticus 26 and start at verse 21.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and 21. And if ye walk contrary unto me, and will not hearken unto me, I will bring 7 times more plagues upon you according to your sins.
Right, 7 times more plagues upon you according to your sins. Read on.
Verse 22. I will also send wild beasts among you.
He's going to do what?
I will send wild beasts among
And
you.
you know, through the breakdown, the beast can mean animals, but also the other nations be the beasts of the field too. Right, read on.
Which shall rob you of your children.
They shall what?
Which shall rob you of your children.
And that's what happened to us. We was robbed of our children. Not just us, the Southern Kingdom, but the Northern Kingdom too. We seen the babies at the border in cages. We heard about the numbers of abducted babies at the border in Mexico, man. So that did not just happen to us. We know about how the Gadites, or quote unquote the Northern American Indians, had their children taken from them and put in Christian orphanages, man.
God, Salakia, you know, that's deep because they fed Judah. They called them alligator gate. They literally fed. The guy robbed of our children from alligators.
Right.
Gad, they fed the Native Americans to dogs.
Right. So these curses happen to the whole nation, not just one over another. Right. Whoever's saying Deuteronomy 32 is talking about the Southern Kingdom being jealous of the Northern Kingdom has a bad breakdown, man. Right. Read on.
And destroy your cattle. And make you few in number.
Right.
And your highways shall be desolate.
Read on.
Verse 22. And if ye will not be reformed by me, by these things, but will walk contrary unto me, then will I also walk contrary unto you.
You see that? So he's going tit for tat. He said, if you walk contrary unto me, I can one up and walk contrary unto you. That's the same thing in Deuteronomy 32. He's talking to the whole nation. He's not talking to just Southern Kingdom, so I'm going to use Northern Kingdom to get you jealous. That don't make no sense. Not if you're comparing it to what the law is really saying. Khan? And let's get Deuteronomy 28.
And Salaki, it says that he's going to cause our cattle to be destroyed. Native Americans, when they couldn't fight them in battle, so what?
Well, they starved them out by killing the buffalo.
Yeah, they starved them out by killing the buffalo. And also, us, we were supposed to get, what?
40 acres
of mule. We ain't get that.
Right.
And then they made us small among the people. They killed them with chicken pox, and they killing us with abortion.
Right.
That's going for both nations.
You're right about that. All right. Let's get Deuteronomy 28 and 44. Let's show you.
20 or 28?
28 and 44.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 44.
Read that.
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
And that's what happened. Kanye say, man, I'm jealous of the way these people are. They lend it to me, but I can't lend to them. They got the ability to snatch money away from Kyrie. Right? They got the ability to snatch money away from Kanye. Right? Because they are lending to us, but we are not lending to them. That's where Kanye jealousy is at. Right? Read on.
He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
And thou shalt be the tail, man. Which one is it where it says the stranger that's within thee? I think that's 31.
That's 43.
That's 43. Yeah, let me get that.
Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
He said, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high. Right? So that's the same thing as what? Unless you're saying the strangers in this verse is talking about other Israelites. It's not. It's the same thing saying in Deuteronomy 32 how another nation is going to get above us and make us jealous. So read that again from the top.
From the top, 28 and 43 of Deuteronomy. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Right?
And thou shalt come down very low.
And that's what happened to us as a nation. Right? The stranger that came up around us got above us. Now they are the ones that's looking like they Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Like they above all people. You can't say nothing about the Ish community. Can't say nothing about the damn small hats. Because now they above us very high. And that got Kanye jealous. That had a lot of us jealous growing up, man. How the hell, like, yo, I used to say that too. Like sometimes, like, yo, how the hell we ain't got Jewish money? When I started getting my little money from hustling on the block, you know what I'm saying? I went to the Coliseum in Queens and got some diamonds, but then the real expensive diamonds, Amalek had them in the diamond district in Manhattan. Amalek had the pure diamonds, man. Them old blood diamonds over there, man. Them diamonds he done smacked Ham around for, man. Done pillaged Africa, destroyed Ham, Israel, Ishmael. Don't matter who was in Amalek way over there in Africa. He done destroyed them and brought them diamonds over there to New York, all glistening and shiny and pure. Like, damn, man. How does he get that connect? You know what I'm saying? I forgot the name of this movie, but it's starring Adam Sandler, Amalekite. You know what I'm saying? And he got the damn small hat. And he's showing Kevin Garnett it's based on the true story. He's showing Kevin Garnett this expensive rock. And Kevin Garnett looks at it, faints. Like faints looking at it. That's how special this damn rock is, man. I forgot the name of the movie, man. If it comes to me, I think it's called Gems or something like that. But hey, y'all could Google Adam Sandler and Kevin Garnett in the movie. Let me see if I can Google that right quick. You want to say anything right quick?
Yeah, we always try to go for this tit for tat. And they always be like, well, the natives are Mongoloid, Mongol, whatever. But when you look at Northern Kingdom, they're right near Moab. And Moab, they're Mongoloid people.
Right.
Right? Just like with Judah. We was mixing in with what? With Ham. We was very close with Egypt. But we always try to go tit for tat. When you try to put the natives above us, it's not going to work. Mm-hmm. It's never going to work. They never, I don't see a lot of native politicians. Natives were fighting with us for civil rights, with us, not against us. When you look at Ishmael can come over here and get a bodega right off the rip. He can get a loan real quick. He can get a loan from the bank real quick. Natives can't get a loan from a bank. Right. Matter of fact, natives probably can't even go to the bank because a lot of them are not U.S. citizens. If you black, you go to the bank, most likely they damn sure not going to give you no loan. And if you do get one, it's high interest loan. Mm-hmm. But guess what? The Jewish man, he go in there, 0 interest, get a loan. Or point
the movie,
0.1.
The movie is called Uncut Gems. And I'm going to see if I'm going to just send you this clip right quick, right? Ari, I'm going to send you this clip.
Yeah, man. Well, the scripture says that Esau shall what?
Or it'd be better if I just show you it right here.
You can send it to me because that doesn't zoom.
Yeah, so I just sent it to you.
Yeah, it says Esau gonna be sitting upon the mountain. He's gonna be the top chief mountain, man. You know, they the top people right now. Amalek, they got everything. Matter of fact, we was just in a group chat talking about how they got rid of the Hebrews and Negroes book from Barnes and Noble.
Right.
They got to remove. Now, we can't get, like, we'll talk about Mein Kampf. Mein Kampf is there. The Turner Diaries. The Turner Diaries were made by racists to start a race war to kill black people up. And you can still buy it.
The Willie Lynch letter is still taught in colleges.
Willie Lynch letter. I'm trying to remember the book. It's like Mocking Something or something with a bird.
Operation Mockingbird.
No. It's like
Kill a Mockingbird?
I think it might be To Kill a Mockingbird, and it got the N-word in it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they always read the To Kill a Mockingbird. They got books with the N-word in it.
Yeah, they be having the classmate that's black amongst all of them say that part.
Read it, yeah.
That part. Yeah.
So they got these books historical books. It's historical. We have to quote it properly for historical references. They got all these books with N-words in it, racial slurs in it. And guess what? You can buy it right now. None of them are getting boycotted, banned for racism or anti-blackness. No, they're not, because guess what? They're above us. They're going to get very high and very low. And also, we're going to be a proverb and a byword to all these words, all these people.
Nations, yeah, God.
Name one proverb that we are from Native Americans. What Native Americans? What proverb Native Americans call us? What proverb Native Americans call us? People don't know. I can't even think of one.
Right.
Now, I can tell you what the white man call us. I can tell you what the Indians call us.
Right.
I can tell you what the Asians call us.
Right.
I can tell you what the Arabs call us. I can tell you what some Africans call us. But other than that, I don't know no Native American byword that they call us.
But, you know, back to my point, you'll see right here, the video I sent you, Irie, you will start at 105.
I'm Judas.
Okay, come on.
Right? You said 105. And you'll see Kevin Garnett. Look at this. Kevin Garnett. Look at that damn gem and then pass the hell out. He just stare at it and then pass the hell out. It's called Uncut Gems. Look. Look. Look.
You want me to start at 105?
Yeah. He said straight from the Ethiopian Jewish tribe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready for me to cue it.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Hey, look at this.
Hold on, let him play that cute. Let him play that clip first. Start from 105 and play it out, and let me know what after it finish playing.
Okay.
That man seen the future, the past, the ancestors. He said he got that from the
Ethiopian Jewish tribe.
That's history right there. You understand? How many carats is this? What, 4,000 or 5,000 carats? $3,000 a carat? How much?
$3,000 a carat.
How's it got so many colors in it, man? What is this?
That's the thing. They say you can see the whole universe in those. That's how old they are. I've been telling you. That's what I want you to see.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
From stone to stone. Garnet's a stone, you know that. That's $1 million opal you're holding. Straight from the Ethiopian Jewish tribe. I mean, this is old school, Middle Earth.
God says.
The dinosaurs, that's right, the dinosaurs. There it is.
I'm gonna quote a vision from the Most High. That man pass out, huh? That's the kind of diamonds, you know what I'm saying, they getting.
And they still and it's sad because they stealing our stuff. Like it's deep because it says straight from the Ethiopian Jewish tribe. They stole our stuff and now he mesmerized.
Now he mesmerized by it. That man caught a vision from the Most High. That man seen the captivities. He seen destruction on Babylon. That man seen everything in that, man.
Man got the call to remembrance through the stone, huh?
Like, yo, but this is why Kanye said that he's jealous of them, man. Right? If you can, I cue back up that Kanye clip, and then I'm going to get into Romans 11, and we're going to get into the full lesson, man. But yeah, I just had to show that part, man.
I just want to get this out the way real quick. It says a school district drops To Kill a Mockingbird and Huckberry Finn over the use of the N-word, right? So that's 2 books that uses the N-word. And guess what? This Amazon right here. Look at that. You can buy it right now. The audio book free. The audio book for To Kill a Mockingbird is free. You can hear them say the N word on the book for free. For free.
And rewind it, nigger. Rewind it again, nigger.
For free. And guess what? They got 70,000 sales just to hear the N word. So they can put a book that says the N word in their school curriculum. Let your kids hear it and hear racist rhetoric.
Right.
But Hebrews and Negroes, anti-Semitic, get rid of it. Now, that's one book. I just showed you two that they use.
That's madness, man. That's absolute madness, man. Thank you for bringing that out. To Kill a Mockingbird and Huckleberry Finn. All right, I'm going to keep those books in mind. All right, but let's go to Romans 11.
Can I start in Romans 10?
You start Romans 10?
Yeah. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 18. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily. Their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. But I say, did not Israel know? First, Moses said, I will provoke you to jealousy by them that are no people, and by a foolish nation will I anger you. But Isaiah is very bold and said, I was found of them that sought me not. I was made manifest unto them that asked not after me. But to Israel he said, all day long I have stretched forth my hand unto a disobedient and gainsaying people. So look at what right here in Isaiah where it says, I was found of them that sought me not, and was made manifest unto them that asked not after me. So first he says, I'm going to provoke you to jealousy to people that's not a people. But now in Isaiah says, but I'm still stretching my hand to what? Israel.
Right.
Even though I'm making you jealous with these people, I'm still trying to bring y'all back. But you go ahead on that Romans 11, huh?
Yeah, let's go to Romans 11 and start at verse 11.
This is the book of Romans 11, verse 11. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid.
Right? That is lining up with Baruch. Right? Baruch, I believe that's Baruch 3 and 8. He said that stumbles they should fall, God forbid, right? So yeah, hold that. Go to Baruch 3 and 8. And hold what you got there. You got it? Bring that out.
This is Baruch chapter 3 verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Nah, that's not what I was looking for. Because that one is a subject of payments one, right? So I want to Baruch 4 and 6.
This is Baruch chapter 4 verse 6. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath.
Right, we moved God to wrath. We were sold to the nation because we moved God to wrath. We moved them to what? Jealousy. Right? Read on.
Ye were provoked, ye were delivered unto the enemies. For you provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils.
Right, and that's what is said in Deuteronomy 32 again. We sacrifice unto devils. Now read verse 8.
Verse 8. Ye have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up. You have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. For when she saw the wrath of God coming unto you, she said, hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion. God hath brought upon me a great mourning, for I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. With joy did I nourish them, but sent them away with weeping and mourning.
You see that? So that means the whole nation. Not just one kingdom. Go back to Romans 11 and start at verse 11 again.
Book of Romans 11 and 11.
And that's deep. That's also going into even the land is mourning. The land don't want to bear its fruit because the original people not there.
Right.
So the people ain't even in that land right now. That's why Jerusalem is still mourning. The land mourning because we wicked as hell and we hard headed.
Right. Right. So read that verse 11.
Come, Romans 11:11. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid. But rather through their fall, salvation has come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy.
See that? Now, a lot of people say salvation has come to the Gentiles. This right here, this kingdom that we're living in, this is the Gentiles' kingdom. This is Esau's kingdom. This is Esau's salvation.
And I can prove that too.
This is Esau's salvation. This is good as going to get for Esau right here. What you looking around this sloppy, dirty, dusty earth with certain spots that's still beautiful. Certain spots of this earth is still very beautiful. Esau didn't destroy the whole earth now, but a lot of this place is dusty and dirty because of Esau. This ghetto metropolis you see, this is Esau's salvation. This is his kingdom. But this is also set up to provoke us to jealousy. Do me a favor, play that Kanye clip one more time. And play it from the top and play it through.
And I got precepts to back that up.
After the clip, bring that out.
That's what's happening. By the way, we can't be mad at them, and you can't call me anti-Semitic for calling out. You can't call me anti-Semitic for saying I'm going DEFCON 3.
I think what you said
I will
was
say
important, though.
that sounds pretty anti-Semitic, except for the fact that I am Jew.
And you
Also,
said you can't be mad at them because you want to do the same.
You know what?
That's an important thing
I
to say.
can't be, but I am because I'm jealous, because I'm a human being.
And you want the same for...
And I'm a competitor. I want my people to rise up like the Jewish people. I'm a competitor. I feel that if I am not the leader, I'm one of the strongest, most vocal leaders. And I feel Lauren is the leader. I feel like there's multiple people that are leaders in this community, right? And I'm jealous of the Jewish community. I'm jealous of how the fact that they do not abort their people. I'm jealous of how the fact
So
that
when I say that, as
I'm saying it right now. It's coming now. Let me say it, bro. It's coming now. It's coming out. Let me say it. You have to get to it. I'm jealous of the fact of how they don't abort their babies. I'm jealous of the fact of how they stay with their wives. I'm jealous of the fact of how they do business together. I'm jealous of the fact of how they read their contracts and understand their contracts. I'm jealous of the way Jewish people do business. And I'm jealous not just for me, but for our entire culture. And I believe that once we rise up, that we will have a position to be able to serve God, because it's not about taking over the world. God runs the world. We need to be in service to God, and we all need to be in service to God. So I'm jealous. Right. And you know what? Because when I would speak on the Khaled and Drake record, why I speak on that? Out of jealousy. When I was speaking on Drake, why I speak on that? Out of jealousy. While I'm speaking on the Jewish culture, why I'm speaking on that? Out of jealousy. I'm jealous of the Jewish culture.
Right, so that's what it is.
Thou sayest.
Thou sayest.
And the deep thing, he was
and the
like,
Jewish culture is really our culture.
Come on. He said we need to come back to God.
We need to come back to God.
Needed within vital elements.
Right, so that is what we're reading right now in Romans 11. God set these people up for our jealousy. Right? Through the Spirit, Kanye is giving that breakdown. What he's manifesting is Romans 11. Right? Let's get verse 12.
Verse 12 is very good. Come. Now, if the fall of them be...
Wait, hold on. Let me get that.
I want to get this precept so you can get an understanding of what their salvation is. Their salvation is our fall.
Right.
Come on.
And this is Revelations 11 and verse 3. And it says, I will give power unto my two witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. These are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before God in the earth. And we know that's northern and southern kingdom.
Right.
And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devour their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over the waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. And and when they shall have finished their testimonies, the beast that ascend out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them and kill them. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. And they of the people and kindreds of tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another.
They shall what?
And send gifts one to another.
Because they're getting rich off our downfall. Read on.
Because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. So when we were in power, we was tormenting the nation.
Right.
When we were together as a people, we tormented them. We went to, it said that our forefathers, we went and prophesied against mighty nations of war. Great nations. If they didn't listen, what happened? Nineveh repented. They got afraid.
Right.
Egypt didn't repent, they got plagued. They got destroyed. We were those two people. So their salvation is what?
When we fall.
Our downfall. So ours make a lot of sense.
Get that in Judith too. When he said, surely these people.
Yeah, Judith 5.
Yeah. Get that. And I want you to read verse 12 again.
Come. This is the book of Romans, chapter 11 and 12. Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world.
Be what?
Be the riches of the world.
The fall of our people became the riches of the world. We wasn't even commodity. Right? Read on.
Come. And the diminishing of them, the riches of the Gentiles.
The riches of what?
The riches of the Gentiles.
It's not talking about Israelites right here. It's not talking about how's the fall of us the riches of our brethren. That don't make no sense. Right? Read on.
How much more their fullness.
Right? How much more our fullness. Right? So it's going to be uno reverse when we come back. Right? But hold that right there. Right? And let's get back to the law of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. Because how we sold to our enemies, but that's going to be riches to our brethren. I know you about to do it, right? Yeah. Right? After you read that, you can read what you got, and then, you know what I'm saying, we're going to finish it out soon. Yeah.
Come, this is the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
This is our fall. Come again into captivity again with ships. That's our fall. Read on.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
We're going to be sold as slaves to our enemies. Read on.
Come, and no man shall buy you.
And no man really redeemed us. We still yet to this day in our captivity where we're subject to payments. That's what it says in Baruch. So we're subject to payments from our enemies. And we were sold unto our enemies. How is that the riches to the northern kingdom?
I got a precept.
It don't make no damn sense. Read what you got, right?
This is Zechariah 11 and 5.
That's
who possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
No, blessed be the Lord, for the northern kingdom is rich.
Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
They that sell thee, they that sold us, according to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, is our enemies. So they that sell thee said, bless the Lord, that I am rich. And that's what Romans 11 is talking about. First Romans 11, in the beginning of it, right? The first, I would say 7 and 8 verses is strictly talking about Israel. That's what gets confusing, right? But then when he goes off to 10 and 11, he switches his conversation over to the Gentiles that's trying to cleave and let them know that our branches are going to get drafted back in, so don't boast up against that. That's why it says don't boast up against the natural branches. Who are the natural branches? It's talking about Israel, right? And let me get that verse when it says don't boast up against the branches. But read verse 12 one more time to let that sink in with them.
You want Romans 12? 11?
Yeah, 11 and 12.
Come, book of Romans 11 and 12 again. Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world, and the diminishing of them, the riches of the Gentiles, how much more their fullness.
Read on.
Come, for I speak to you Gentiles, inasmuch as I am the apostle of the Gentiles. I magnify mine office.
And what's his office? What is his office? His office is for Israelites. Read on.
Come, verse 14. If by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh.
So he said, I'm provoking to emulation them which are my flesh. And according to Romans 9, his flesh is Israelites. Not just southern kingdom, but northern kingdom too. So he's provoking them to emulation with all his flesh. Read on.
And might save some of them.
And might save some of them through them being jealous. Through Kanye being jealous, Kanye might get saved. He got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, though. We know he got faith in Christ, right? But he needs to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Read on.
Come, verse 15. For if the casting away of them be the reconciling of the world,
Read.
what shall be, what shall the receiving of them be?
What shall the receiving of them be? If casting them away is the reconciler of the world, right? What shall the receiving of them be? That means that's damnation for the other world. That like it's not easy. It's not easy to figure out, but then it's not that hard. It's not that hard. Read on.
For if the casting away of them be the reconciling of the world.
The casting away of them be the reconciling of the world. So what's the opposite of reconciliation?
Damnation.
Right, damnation. Read on.
What shall the receiving of them be?
Then what shall the receiving of them be? It should be damnation for you. Read on.
But life from the dead.
Life from the dead. Who is dead? Who was the valley of dry bones that was dead? Us. Not just the northern kingdom, not just the southern kingdom, but all of us. You could read Ezekiel chapter 37 for that one. Right? Read on.
Verse 16. For if the first fruit be holy,
right,
the lump is also holy.
The lump is also holy. Read on.
And if the root be holy.
Who's the root? Who's the root and offspring from David? Christ. Right? That's Revelation 22 and what? 16? Read that for me right quick, King. I know you're about to dip. Let me just get that right quick. Revelation 22:16.
It was about he watching live and we get mad feedback. But this is Revelations chapter 22 verse 16. I Christ have sent my angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, and bring root
and offspring of David. Read on.
And the bright and morning star.
He's the bright and morning star, right? So he's the root. And read verse 16 again.
Verse 16 of Romans chapter 11. For if the first fruit be holy, the lump is also holy.
Read.
And if the root be holy, so are the branches.
Read on.
And if some of the branches be broken off,
right,
and thou being a wild olive tree,
right,
were grafted in among them.
So was some of the branches broken off and now they're mixed among the heathen? Read on.
And with them partakest of the root and fatness of the olive tree.
So now you want to cleave unto us because some of us broke off and we're trying to reconcile back to the Father and you want to cleave. Read on.
Verse 18. Boast not against the branches.
Do what?
Boast not against the branches.
You can't be boasting against us. Right? And this is a warning to the earth right here. We're coming back to our God. We're coming back to our God, earth. Don't boast up against us. But you are. You persecuting Kyrie.
Come on.
You persecuting Kanye.
Salakia. Elder Box says the camera is flickering and the sound is doubling up.
Yeah, I already said this Salaki on the camera, but the sound I'm working on.
God,
but we got it running on the other camera. Too.
It's going on the other camera, so if we got to redo it, I'll redo anyway. So, but this is a warning to the earth. You can't be boasting up against the natural branches. Now the natural branches that got broke off and is trying to get grafted back in, and y'all trying to cleave. I know y'all want to practice Judaism, but don't be boasting against the natural branches of that olive tree, which is the lost tribes of the children of Israel. Y'all boasting up against Kanye. You making his life miserable. You boasting up against Kyrie. You coming after us. You want to put us on the ADL watch list, right? When you really should be congratulating us for coming back to Torah.
Come on.
Right? But now you boasted up against the natural branches, right? This is why you're going to get destroyed, man. Yahweh knew your heart in the first place. Read on.
Come.
But it go for me, huh?
Yeah, come. Hey, Shalom, brother. Yeah. Shalom. Yeah. Right? Slack it, bro. Right? Read on that.
Come. But if thou boast, thou bearest not the root, but the root thee.
Right? He said, if y'all boast, y'all bearest not the root. Who's the root? Yahushua. So you don't bear Yahushua. If you don't bear Yahushua, you're finished. That's exactly what Paul is saying. All these Christians out here, right? We go to the Bible Belt, you get the Southern Baptist Christian. Oh, Lord Jesus, right? You're right. But if you bear not the root, which is Christ, if you boast up against us, you bear not the root which is Christ. When you boast up against the natural Israelites like us, you boast up against the root, which is Christ, and you bear not the root. That means you finish, Esau. You finish, right? And guess what? Y'all been boasting up against us since we've been over here. But even now more so than ever, because we're coming back to our nationality, which Romans 11 said that we are supposed to come back. But now you boasting up against us, man. Right? Read on.
Come on, verse 19. Thou wilt say then, the branches were broken off, that I might be grafted in.
You see that? That's what you're saying. You're saying the branches were broken off so you might be grafted in. But that's not true. The branches were broken off so they could come back and reconcile. Read on.
Verse 20. Well, because of unbelief, they were broken off.
Because of unbelief, they were broken off. Read on.
And thou standest by faith.
And now by faith, read on.
Be not high-minded.
Be not high-minded towards us. Amalek, the Jewish community, the Christian community, be not high-minded towards us. Read on.
But fear.
But what?
But fear.
But what?
But fear.
But fear. But fear. Watch how you treating us now. We coming back to our Torah. We coming back to our God. We coming back to the understanding that we are God's chosen people. Fear. Watch how you treating us right now, man. Read on.
Come on, verse 21. For if God Yahweh spared not the natural branches.
If he spared not the natural branches, which is us.
Come on.
Read on.
Take heed.
Take what?
Take heed.
Do what?
Take heed.
Take heed. Read on.
Lest he also spare not thee.
It says he also spare not thee, man. But Yahweh knew that's what you was going to do. You did. That's why the book of Obadiah is written. Right? Because the wisdom was cut off in Edom. Because if y'all was wise, y'all would go by Romans 11. Read on.
John, verse 22. Behold, therefore, the goodness and severity of God on them which fail. Severity, but toward thee. Goodness, if thou continue in his goodness. Otherwise, thou also shalt be cut off.
Thou shalt what?
Shalt be cut off.
Shall be cut off, man. And y'all don't fear that. Y'all don't fear being cut off, man. Right? Jump down to verse 29.
Come on. Verse 29. We're still in Romans, chapter 11, verse 29. For the gifts and calling of God are without repentance.
Read.
For as ye in times past have not believed God.
Right? In times past, people have not believed God. Read on.
Yet have now obtained mercy through their unbelief. Even so have these also now not believed, that through your mercy they also may obtain mercy.
Right? So you got to give mercy to get mercy, right? God shows mercy unto Israel. And if you ain't showing mercy unto Israel, you can't expect no mercy from God. Right? Right? It's really not that easy, but it's not that hard. Right? So let me also get, hold what you got right there,
Come on.
right? And I want you to get the book of Matthew, right? Because we're going to talk about, right, the fact that a lot of our people that try to break down Romans 11 is forgetting that there was already Jewish people on the scene. King Herod was a Jewish person. So it's not like he's not talking to Jewish people in that statement. Let's get Matthew chapter 2. Let's start at verse 8.
Come on.
Start at verse 8.
Come on. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 2, and verse 8. And he sent them to Bethlehem and said, Go and search diligently for the young child, and when ye have found him, bring me word again that I...
No, start at verse 7.
Come on, verse 7. Then Herod...
Who?
Then Herod...
Herod was a Caucasian Jewish man.
Bring it out.
So let's not act like in Romans 11 he couldn't be talking to Jewish people. Because Herod and his Herodian dynasty, matter of fact, right, and when you even go to Wikipedia, I don't like using Wikipedia like that, but even when you go to Wikipedia, it'll tell you about Herod being Herod the Great. That's what they call him. Of course, Esau's going to call him Herod the Great, right? But he wasn't no damn great. He tried to kill Christ, and he killed Christ's cousin, John the Baptist. Because even then, the Jewish people, because he was a convert, he wasn't an Israelite. But even then, the Jewish people was in power to the fact that he tried to kill Christ and he killed Christ's cousin, which was John the Baptist. Understand, there's nothing new underneath the sun. Matter of fact, I want you to get that. Let me get Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. There's nothing new underneath the sun. Right? But here goes Herod right here. You can see that? Should I send it to you? Put it on the screen. You see that? Let me send it to you. That's Herod right there, the white boy, man. He was a Jewish king, a Roman Jewish king, right? Send this to the brother. I'll read right quick.
I mean, I can get it if you want.
Yeah, you can get it.
Which one you got on image?
I just went to Wikipedia right quick.
Okay, come on.
This is the coward, right? That tried to kill Christ when he was a baby and ended up killing, right? Ended up killing John the Baptist. He's from a Herodian family, right? Herod, right? The Herodian kingdom. And he was a white man, but a convert, right? He was a convert. So let's not act like Romans 11 just couldn't be talking to Jewish people. No, how? When Herod himself was a Jewish man in power around the time of the apostles in Christ. Khan? Khan? All right. So read that again in Matthew chapter 2. I'm saying, I know he's going to put up an image of Herod. Read that in Matthew chapter 2, start at verse 7.
Matthew 2 and 7. Then Herod, when he had privily called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared. Keep going. And he sent them to Bethlehem and said, Go and search diligently for the young child. And when ye have found him, bring me word again, that I may come and worship him also.
Right? Being crafty, right? No, he really wants to kill that child. Right, read on.
Verse 9. When they had heard the king, they departed. And lo, the star, which they saw in the east, went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was. Verse 10. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. And when they were coming to the house, they saw the young child with Mary, his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh.
Right, this is how they present themselves to Yahushua, right? Read on.
Verse 12. And being warned of God in a dream that they should not return to Herod. They departed into their own country another way.
Right? They said God wanted they should not return to Herod because Herod what? Wanted to kill Christ. Read on.
Verse 13. And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeareth to Joseph in a dream, saying, Arise, and take the young child and his mother, and flee into Egypt.
Right? And do what?
And flee into Egypt.
Because Herod was trying to kill them. So he was a Jewish man in power over the real Jews, boasting up against the natural branches. Right? Read what you got in Ecclesiastes 1.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9. The thing that have been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
And there's what?
There is no new thing under the sun.
There's no new thing underneath the sun. So even in the times of Yahushua, we had Jewish people that was oppressing the real Jews. Now let me get the book of Matthew chapter 14 and start at verse 6.
Come. This is the book of Matthew.
Chapter 14, start at verse 6.
Book of Matthew chapter 14, verse 6. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. Verse 8. And she, being before instructed of her mother.
Being instructed of who?
Being instructed of her mother.
Oh, there goes that Karen. That old Karen spirit. Right? Ain't nothing new underneath the sun. That old wicked Karen spirit. Read on.
Said, give me here John Baptist's head in a charger.
And do what?
Give me here John Baptist's head in a charger.
You see that? She called for John the Baptist's head because this is the power that the Jewish community have over the real Jews.
Come on.
Right? Read on.
Verse 9. And the king was sorry. Nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given her.
Right. Read on.
And he sent and beheaded John in the prison.
And did what?
And he sent and beheaded John in the prison.
And sooner or later that's going to happen to us, man, because they keep boasting up against the natural branches. But I'm warning you, right? Just like Romans 11 said, don't be high-minded, but fear. But fear. Read on.
Come on. Verse 10. And he, so like verse 11. And his head was brought in a charger and given to the damsel.
Damn. Read on.
And she brought it to her mother.
And she brought it to old Karen, right? Read on.
And his disciples came and took up the body and buried it. And went and told Yahushua.
And went and told Yahushua, like, yo, this damn Jewish person done killed your cousin, man. Right? So don't get it twisted. All right? Romans 11, Kanye's feeling that jealousy because he see Amalek in the Jewish community. He see the heathen community, right, living our culture better than us. He say the way they conduct business with one another, the way they treat one another, right, is the way we should be treating each other. There's no reason that Offset go out with his uncle and some people that's supposed to be down with him and end up dead. Not Offset, I said the wrong name. Takeoff. Salakia. Right? And my condolences to Offset. You know what I'm saying? But there's no way that's supposed to happen. But we not treating each other like we were supposed to according to Torah. Let me get Leviticus 19 and 17. Right? Let me get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. These are the things that Kanye is jealous of. Is that we don't love each other like we should love ourselves. Is that we don't treat each other like we above all people. But the Jewish community got that down packed. How they going after Kyrie and not Jeff Bezos? Jeff Bezos got a bunch of comments underneath Hebrews and Negroes. A bunch of comments of people saying it's a great documentary. He, on his platform, that documentary has 4.5 stars.
Wow.
Almost 5 stars. Almost a perfect movie. That thing got like a 90% on the test score when it comes to Amazon. I would share that thing too. Anybody would share that thing if it got 4.5 stars. That if that movie was so anti-Semitic, that means that thing should have 2 stars and a bunch of bad reviews. That means that Jeff Bezos, who's a Jewish man himself, should have took that thing off his platform. That's what I'm seeing. Right? But it's complete and utter madness how Jeff Bezos is getting a lot of money off that thing.
He is. Woo.
Because they say it's the #1 seller right now. That means cha-ching, cha-ching. Kyrie, who ain't make a dime off that thing, have to pay money. Have to pay $500,000 when he make a dime off that documentary. Get suspended from games when he make a dime off that documentary. All he did was repost it. They said, "Who done learned you that, boy? Who done learned you that, boy? We done learned that from, boy. Oh, you's a reading nigga, huh? You's a learning nigga, huh? Let me show you what happens to niggas that think they know something over here." That's exactly what you're seeing. They treat him like a damn slave. They boasting up against the natural branches, man. They becoming high-minded. And you can't do that according to Romans 11. But through the Spirit, Kanye is living that out, man. Right? And if this reaches Kanye, I would like to say to you, man, hey, read Romans 11 yourself. Right? And then go back and read the law. Read Deuteronomy 30. That everything they do to us is going to happen to them, man. So don't feel so bad that they took away $1 billion from you. Because everything they take away from you, that's just riches stored up in heaven. And riches are stored up in heaven ain't going to have no damn white man face on it anyway, man.
I have precept too.
Precept? Bring that out, King.
This book of Galatians 4:16.
Bring it out.
Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? It seems like since he done came out and started telling the truth now, he done became the enemy of the Jews because they used to do business with him.
They used to do business with him.
So now
do good business with him. Right?
Now he's their enemy. They're against him.
He was just their God. You know what I'm saying?
All praise.
Right? Come out and tell the truth. Now you're the enemy.
God.
Right? So we got to keep this in mind, Israel. Right? And we got to see how things play out and manifest through the Spirit. I know everybody got their breakdowns, but I'm showing you why HOI break down the way we break down Romans 11 because it manifests in real life, man. You see that in real life. You see that we trying to come back to our nation. You see that they cleaving on to our heritage, saying it's Judaism. But then they want to boast up against us. But they don't want to bear the root. You understand? They want to be high-minded. And you're not going to make it that way. I'm telling you right now, Christians, if you're a random Christian and you white, Chinese, Arab, whatever, but you think you love Christ, you think you love the God of the Bible, you better treat us good. You better not. We your future masters.
Bring it out.
We your future masters, and we're going to look into your mind and look into your heart and see everything you done did to our people. And we're going to take it out right on that back. Right out on that back, boy. You better not be high-minded. And remember that we're coming back. And if the Most High God would do that to the natural branches, how much more what he going to do to you? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm going to bring out a couple more scriptures, then we're going to start winding it down.
You still want Leviticus?
Yeah, let me get Leviticus.
This is the book of Leviticus 19, verse 17.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
But that's the opposite of what's going on. That's why Kanye said the anti-Semitism is I'ma fuck your baby. I'ma kill your nigga. I'ma kill your nigga. Right? Because that's the opposite of the law. Right? And that's why he's jealous of the Jewish community. Because they're not really hating their brothers in our heart. They going after Kyrie, but not Jeff Bezos. Right? They going after they going after the documentary, but not all the Jewish men that was quoted in the documentary. First say all the Jewish men that was quoted in that documentary are wicked. And then I'll probably not give credit to the documentary. You know what I'm saying? First tell me that Donald Sterling is wicked. Right? And then you could probably tell me something about Kyrie Irving. Right? First tell me Brett Favre is wicked. For what he just pulled and stole millions of dollars from people that is already disenfranchised. Should persecute him, take deals from him. This man still got a Nike deal. Brett Favre still has a Nike deal, man. But you take it away from Kyrie Irving, and all he did was share a movie. Brett Favre robbing people, destroying lives. But you still a Brett Favre fan. You better leave Kyrie alone, man. You boasted up against the natural branches. Right?
And so like that's why we got situations like with Takeoff and a lot of the other rappers out here happening because this verse right here, brother. You know what I'm saying? Again, Leviticus 19.
Just talking from your personal experience, how many less death and drama would be in our communities?
Oh man,
if we just live by that right there,
just by this right here,
I believe that one verse right there.
I believe we'll kill 90%, or at least 95% of the crime that's going on out here. We just live by this one verse right here.
Yeah, just that one verse.
600 plus.
Right, just that one.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And when you got things going on like I say, like those rappers got going on out here, all that extra stuff, man. This verse right here is, I mean, like it fits us like a glove, bro.
Right.
This verse fits us like a glove. We just stick to this right here, man. We can cut out a lot of this stuff, bro.
Right.
So,
read that from the top.
Yeah, I want to read from the top again. Leviticus 19:17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
And you know what I'm saying? You catch your neighbor doing something wrong, you tell him, yo, that's wrong, you shouldn't do that. But you're doing this out of love. Right? Read on.
And thy Salakia. And thou, and not suffer any sin upon him.
And not suffer sin upon him, man. Right? Why would you want your neighbor to suffer in sin? Now read verse 18.
Verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
And that's what it be. Our people be quick to hold grudges against each other, but no grudge against the white man.
And it's like you got a lot of them people like Shannon Shaw,
right.
Stephen A. them up there. Man, they talking against the brother. They don't want to put nominal blame on the white man up there, brother. Like on Esau, they ain't saying that to them.
Right.
Basically, they want to put everything on Kyrie and on Kanye.
Right.
That's crazy.
And we got Shannon Sharp with his big old bubble lips.
Skill.
Right? Big old muscle. Right? Right? Talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? He was wrong, but no, he wasn't wrong.
No, he wasn't.
Right? But, you know, saying all this craziness, Shaq, big old doof behind, calling the man an idiot when his movie theater showed the damn movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, man. Even got Barack Obama talking crazy. Like, man, sit your ass down somewhere, man. Right? But our people, right? They be quick to throw each other underneath the bus, man.
Yes.
But this says the opposite. Read that 18 from the top.
Again, this is the book of Leviticus 19, verse 18 from the top. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, man. You're supposed to love your neighbor, who's the children of your people, like yourself. Too many of us be like, well, that happened to him. That ain't me, though. Too many of us be like that. Like, that's his problem. That ain't me, though. I'm going to do me. You do you. That's too many of our problem, man. What they did to Kyrie and what they did to Ye, we should see that them doing that to all of us. And we all should stand for them brothers.
Yes, sir.
Right? Let's get Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
We are a holy people unto God. We are the real Jews.
Come on.
Like Christ, like Ye said, we are the blood of Christ. Read on.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
The Lord thy God has chosen us to be a special people unto himself.
Come.
Right? We are God's possession. Who are you to try to abuse us, man? Right? God said, if you touch us, you touch the apple of his eye.
Come on.
Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. He said, bless them that bless us. Curse them that curse us. Let's not forget that. Right? Don't boast up against the natural branches. Read that again from the top.
From the top, Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Right?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above what?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth, man. That is us. We are above all them that are upon the face of the earth. And that's law. Deuteronomy is law. So it's law that we are above everybody. Right? Don't take that up with us. Take it up with God. Right? Take it up with God. Right? Let's get Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. You got it from here?
Yeah, I got
Read that.
precept.
Read that precept.
This is the book of 1 Peter 2 verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood,
right?
And holy nation, a peculiar people.
A what?
A peculiar people.
A peculiar people, man. Right? They say Kanye weird, but his fashion sense made billions.
God.
I mean, he only got $1 billion off his fashion, but the Adidas and other brands that done, took his style and made money off of it, they received billions, probably trillions, man. When them Yeezys first dropped, they was gone, man.
You couldn't find them.
You couldn't find them. They outsold Jordans. Right? Because we're a peculiar people. We're different, but then we're special. Right? Read on.
That ye should shew forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
And that's what the God did. God called us out of darkness into his marvelous light. What is the light?
Laws.
The law is the light.
Yes, sir.
Well, what is that? That's Proverbs 3 and 26? Or 6 and 23? I think that is, right?
Yep, 6 and 23.
6 and 23, right?
Yeah. You want to bring it up?
Yeah, bring it up.
This is the book of Proverbs 6 verse 23.
Bring it out.
For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light.
The law is what?
And the law is light.
He brought us out of darkness into his marvelous light, which is the law. Read on.
And reproofs of instructions.
And what?
And reproofs of instruction.
Our people need reproof. We've been moving in the wrong way. So now we need to get it reproved and then follow the instructions of the Torah. Read on.
Are the way of life.
And that's the way of life, man. That's the way of life. That's the way we should be living. Right now, people are in a dark place, man. We coming out of that dark place. Don't try to shove us back in. It's already too late. Right? You might as well just get with the program. This is a brand new program, man. Your kingdom is over, Esau.
Come on.
The time of the Gentiles has been fulfilled. Right? The time of the Gentiles has been fulfilled, man. It's over for you, man. Might as well get to the program. Your way of living, your white supremacy is outdated. It's Israelite supremacy now, man.
Come on.
Right? Matter of fact, in Romans 11, it talks about the time being fulfilled. Let me see if I can find that verse right quick. Because it talks about that in Romans 11 too. Let me see. Salakia, right quick. Yeah, get that. I think that's Luke 21:24. Yeah, 25. Read Romans 11 and 25. Right?
The book of Romans 11 chapter
And
25.
you give me Luke 21 and 24.
For I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery.
And what mystery is he talking about? He's talking about the mystery of iniquity, man. We're gonna get into that, but read on.
God, lest ye should be wise in your own conceits.
Don't be wise in your own conceits. Read on.
That blindness in part is happened to Israel.
A lot of our people are just straight blind. They can't see it. A lot of our people can't see it. They can't see that we the real Israelites according to the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
They still think they come from Egypt, man. They yelling Wakanda forever. They yelling Wakanda forever.
Putting up a little sign.
Yeah, when they going like this and they yelling Wakanda forever, you over know what you're doing. Because Wakanda is really a Native American burial ground. So when you're going like this and yelling Wakanda forever, you're yelling you're dead forever. And laying like you and standing like you're in a damn casket.
Educated.
That's what you're doing. Wakanda forever. Wakanda is really a Native American burial ground. Oh, you don't believe me? All right, hold on. I'm going to send this to you, Irie. Wakanda is really a Native American burial ground.
You can just show it. I'll stream it here.
All right.
Yeah.
This is right here. I need to look at this myself.
Did you want me to hold it? Luke 21, 24.
Yeah. Hold that.
I'm glad Kyrie stood his ground. I was
Yeah.
so many, Nick Cannon and a few of the others, you know, they fold. That money start looking good to them. They think, well, damn, I don't want to go back to where I was. And they fold. Keep holding that ground, Kyrie.
Yeah. Look. What does that say?
I'm trying to see. It says Indian burial ground in Wakanda Park.
When what?
In Wakanda Park?
Wakanda Park. They made a park out of a Native American burial ground, but the Native American ground is what? What is it called?
Oh, Wakanda Park. Indian burial grounds is Wakanda Park. Oh, wow.
Does that say out?
Your burial ground, Wakanda spelled exactly like the movie.
It's spelled exactly like the movie, right? Because you gotta remember, Amalek wrote the Black Panther. So Amalek found out Wakanda is really a Native American burial ground, right? And did what? Said, hey, I'm gonna name that into the black heaven, right? Right. So when you saying Wakanda forever, you're saying burial ground forever. Then you standing like this, like you in a casket. That's what you're doing. Wakanda Native American burial ground. Look it up.
Yeah. A lot of these puppets don't be knowing like a lot of the subliminal messages they be putting in movies and stuff like that. They just a puppet. They just playing their part.
So when you say Wakanda forever, you saying I'm dead forever. Because Wakanda is a Native American burial ground. Wakanda is broken Hebrew for Yahweh, actually, or God. Yeah. So Wakanda, they saying when they buried them, they said Wakanda because they really get sent off to the Lord, right? But that's a Native American burial ground, Wakanda. So y'all niggas want to be from Wakanda. Y'all want to be from the dead, from a burial ground, right? Instead of being Israelites.
Come on. Chosen people.
Read what you got again, I get Romans 11. I guess it's real crazy when you think about it, man.
Book of Romans 11 and 25. For I should not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery.
Yeah.
Lest ye should be wise in your own conceits, that blindness in part is happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in.
And right, and read what you got. All right, what's the fullness of the Gentiles he's talking about?
This is the book of Luke 21, verse 24.
Come on.
And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive.
The real Jews were led away captive. Read on.
Into all nations,
Right?
and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles,
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles. Read on.
until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Until the time of the Gentiles shall be fulfilled.
God.
Right? That's the fulfillment he's talking about. When their time is fulfilled, when the time of the fullness of the Gentiles has come in, that's when we're going to be drafted back in. And they're going to be cleaving onto us, trying to get drafted in with us. But you can't do that and boast against the natural branches. You can't do that. Right? Read that verse one more time, and then I want you to get something else from me.
You going to put in Romans again?
Yeah, read that one more
11 and
time.
5. For I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery.
What mystery? Right? Hold that right there. Let me get 2 Thessalonians 2 and 7.
Right now. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 7.
Bring it out.
For the mystery of the iniquity.
The what?
For the mystery of the iniquity.
That's the mystery he's talking about. He's talking about the mystery of iniquity. Read on.
doeth already work.
This is the same writer. This is Paul. He's saying the mystery of iniquity, it doeth already work. Who is at work at this time? Who is the mystery of iniquity? He's talking about the heathen. Read on.
Only he who now laddered will let until he be taken away.
Right? So who now is letting him do it? Yahweh's letting him do it. But he only is going to let him do it until the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled. Then he be taken away. Read on.
Verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed.
And who's the wicked?
Esau.
Esau. He's the border of wickedness, right? Right, according to the book of Malachi. He's the border of wickedness. Read on.
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Right?
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
So the Most High God is going to eventually take him out his spot. But he is the mystery. He's the mystery of iniquity. Right? It says that son of perdition shall be revealed, man. When you go into the verse, go to verse 3. It says the son of perdition. Who is that? That's Esau, especially Amalek, man.
Okay.
Right? Read that. Verse 3.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 3.
Remember, this is the same author, right? Paul. And he's telling you who's the mystery he was talking about in Romans 11. Read on.
Let no man deceive you by any means.
Right? Because the even Lucifer himself, or Satan himself, or the devil, right? Who is Esau in the flesh, his spiritual counterpart is Satan, right? He transformed himself into an angel of light. He made you believe that he was Christ. He made you believe that he was the Jew, right? But he is really deceiving you. Read that from the top.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
We had to fall away first. We had to be scattered around and go into captivity first. Read on.
And that man of sin be revealed.
And that man of sin be revealed. Read on.
The son of prediction.
The son of perdition.
The son of prediction.
The son of perdition. Right? He's talking about Esau. He's the son of perdition, and he's being revealed. And it was a mystery to everyone. It was a mystery to everyone, like who is the devil the Bible speaks of. But now they know, man. They know, man. Right? You know this mystery now. And you know who the real children of Israel is now. So guess what? Don't be high-minded and don't boast against the natural branches. Right? Read on that out.
Okay. Verse 4, you want me to start at 4?
We'll go for it, yeah.
Verse 4, whom opposeth the exalted, Salaki, whom opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God.
You see that? He opposeth and exalteth himself above everything that is called God.
God.
So we are God's chosen people. He opposed us and exalt himself above us. Right? Read on.
Okay. Or that is worship.
Or that is what?
Or that is worship.
He had you worshiping that white Jesus. Admit it. I did it before. We all, you know what I'm saying? Admit it. He did it. Read on.
So that he is God.
So that what?
So that he is God.
So that he is God now, man. That's the mystery of iniquity, man. Read on.
So that he is God. Salaki. So that he is God sitting in the temple of God.
You see that? Now you think the Pope is worth you kissing his feet. Read on.
Showing himself that he is God.
You see that? So you think who is God? Right? Is the white man still your God, Negro? Charles Barkley? Shaquille O'Neal? LeBron James? Is the white man still your God? Huh? Shannon Sharp? What's his name? Kenny? Kenny the Jet Smith? Is the white man still your God? You gotta come to realization what's going on, man. You gotta let that son of perdition be revealed. You gotta go over that Romans 11 and realize what's going on. And realize the spirit that's on Kanye right now. That spirit on Kanye, Shannon Sharp, Shaquille O'Neal, right? And Skip Bayless. Don't be high-minded, Skip. You be skipping that ass in the cotton field soon. You skip that ass to that cotton field soon, man.
Yeah.
Right? Don't be high-minded and boast against them natural branches, man. Right? That's it on that, King. I mean, I could do a whole breakdown on that alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We ought to just bring at least 5 and 6 out one more time.
Bring
5
it
and 6. Okay. Verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things.
When I was with you, I told you these things, man. Right? You know, the white man's the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of, man.
Yeah,
right?
This gonna tell it.
And
right?
Amalek is the synagogue of Satan.
Yeah, he is.
Right? Read on.
Verse 6. And now ye know withhold that he might be revealed in his time.
And he might be revealed in his time, man. Right? The son of position had to be revealed. We had to see who was controlling the earth during the time when it's most wicked. This right here is the most wicked the earth been on. They're trying to push pedophilia, homosexuality at an all-time high, man. Right? They're pushing Satanism at an all-time high. It seemed like even when I go on Instagram, I'm looking at a whole porno. I don't even follow no damn porno stars. But it looked like they do like sponsored and then sponsored. I see booty shake. Like, who's sponsoring this? But we can't sponsor Hebrew to Negroes, but you sponsoring booty shaking all over my damn Instagram? You know what I'm saying? You can't even turn on the damn Facebook. You going up and down Facebook like sponsored. Like, who sponsored this? You know what I'm saying? Right? They don't want to sponsor Hebrews to Negroes, but they want to sponsor left cheek to right cheek, man. That's what they want to sponsor, man. Right? But this is what's going on, man. You got the most beautiful of our women, no lie. Royalty. Online, OnlyFans, selling their body. Oh, you can see my goodies for $5.99 a month. Man, I pay more for Netflix.
Wow.
I pay more for Netflix. Netflix is what now? $10.99? Right? You selling your body for people to look at for $5.99. It used to be back in the days, if a girl did show you a picture, she don't want nobody else to see it. Like, you better not show nobody. But now she said, oh, you know what? $5.99, nigga.
It's cheap too.
That's cheap, man.
Yeah, it is.
Dirt cheap.
We thought it was cheap when they had the whole $20 hollers all over the lot. We thought that was cheap.
Yeah. These are internet lot lizards.
Internet lot lizards, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Let me get Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 and close this out, man.
Come on.
But yeah, the spirit that's on Kanye is living out Romans 11, man. Because I'm jealous the simple fact that our women out there, only fans, but the Jewish woman is in her house, her feet up, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, living modest.
Living modest. I'm jealous of that. I'm jealous that they want us and our sons to settle for women that got ran through when that Jewish woman probably only had one man her whole life.
She a virgin 9 times out of 10.
9 out of 10, unless her father done had her. Because old Joe Biden, they say his daughter used to take showers with him.
Oh man, that's all. That's all.
Oh, y'all think I'm lying when we pull that one?
No, listen, I know they can't do anything. So
The president.
Oh, sleepy sloppy boy, man. Let me show you something. I'll show you.
He creepy as all get out.
yeah, I put them past.
He is creepy as man.
I was incarcerated. I had a roommate. He said his daughter, 15 years old, used to sleep with him and his wife. That when he was initially incarcerated for touching on the daughter.
Wow.
And I'm like, man, that's way too old to be sleeping with you and your wife.
15?
15, yeah.
In your room.
Yeah, tonight he didn't know that was the daughter in the bed with them that night. Now, you know the difference between your daughter and wife. But the main thing is why you trying to have sex with your daughter in the bed with y'all anyway. That don't even make sense.
Unless you're super drunk, but
yeah.
Even that's no excuse. If you're drunk,
No,
then
no
she
excuse.
should be in her own room at the time.
God.
But come watch my back, daughter.
And that's a lot. That's why they trying to legalize that pedophilia nonsense. That shit makes me angry.
Yeah.
I have nieces and such. That stuff makes me angry.
President Joe Biden's daughter reportedly writes of alleged abuse in diary. Right?
God.
I'm going to send it to you, Irie. You know what I'm saying? But, the alleged abuse, if you go into it said that he was taking showers with her.
That is
Look. Ashley Biden also recounts times she showered with her father.
Wow.
When she was young. Something she alleged wrote was probably not appropriate.
Yeah. And think about it. We just went over that verse earlier. About seeing your parents naked. Can't do that. That's what happened with Noah and Ham.
Ham went off. Had Canaan get cursed.
God.
See that? She said she took showers with that man.
That's incredible.
Let me just show you the title right quick.
And pedophilia stuff is a common thing with Esau.
It's
common. It's almost natural to them.
It's almost natural, yeah. Like I said, Amalek get the virgin wife. The only person that probably touched her was her father. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm jealous that Amalek be having the women with low body counts, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get back to our real nature, man. We get Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Let's hear what?
The conclusion of the whole matter.
Let's hear the conclusion of this whole matter. Read on.
Fear God and keep His commandments.
Fear God and keep His commandments, man. Keep the words of the Heavenly Father. Read on.
For this is the whole duty of man.
And that's the whole duty of man, man.
Come.
We're saying that, man. Death and destruction to the nations that continue to persecute my people. Right? Liberation and prosperity to the 1/3 of Israel that's going to keep the law, statutes, and commandments under the 144,000 governed of the 12 tribes of Israel. And under our King Hamashiach Yahushua, who's going to sit on the throne of David. I like to say peace in the Hebrew tongue, which is shalom.
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 Shalom. You blaze
All praise.
That shit was like, oh wow. Them verses you were hitting, I was like,